Hello, Ballbreakers listeners. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and YouTube if you haven't already. This show is brought to you by @HaloCreations_ on Instagram. If you're looking for any game day tees as well as our first ever Ballbreakers t-shirt, visit the shop on the Halo Creations bio. It's our Etsy shop where you can use code Ballbreakers10, all one word, code Ballbreakers10, to get 10% off any item in the Etsy shop. A little update on the show. We are right back to our Q&A segments this episode, as well as an update on Doc's locks, as he will be posting his lock, his pick each week. So that way he has better information on the lines of the games that he's betting on, because trust me, he needs it. We will be transitioning into our Q&A segment right now.
Uh-oh. What was that noise?
That was me breaking my chair because I'm fat.
All right. I got a question here from Phil's fan 789, and he wants to know, what is the most underrated daily necessity?
Oh my God, what a question.
Most underrated
Daily necessity?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think for me, it's definitely water. I just love when I wake up in the morning, just an ice cold water.
Underrated though?
I don't even,
hold on.
I don't even
No,
know.
I'm
Water to be underrated?
Yeah, because most people, like, do you wake up in the morning and think, like, I cannot wait to just, like, drink an ice cold water?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do. I
Do you?
drink water every morning.
I know a lot of people that don't. I drink a lot of it. I love it. I don't know. That was my answer. I guess it wasn't good enough.
I thought it was okay.
All right.
I don't know if it's underrated.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
I think it's rated pretty well, but I guess it's up to you.
Toothpaste.
Just toothpaste, not
Um,
like brushing your teeth or like.
Well, you could brush your teeth without toothpaste and they would like get clean, but like I guess that could be underrated.
I couldn't think of it. The first thing I thought of was, all right, daily necessity. And it's like, what don't we talk about? It's like we never talk about toothpaste. And then I thought about, is it a necessity, or could you actually just... So here's what I thought of. Could you live off of just food and water, or is there more to it? And I was like, all right, what would be first? And the first thing that popped in my mind was toothpaste.
do you use toothpaste without fluoride?
I use toothpaste and mouthwash.
That like really didn't answer my question.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like the fluoride rinse.
No, like,
no.
does your toothpaste have fluoride in it? Because if it does, you should make sure you get some without it.
Why? Is fluoride bad for you?
Fluoride's not good for your pineal gland.
What's a...
Just host to your consciousness.
My dentist like prescribed me fluoride mouthwash.
Yeah, Chris is a conspiracy theorist, so he probably thinks that there's fluoride in the tap water, so he probably doesn't drink tap water or something like that either.
Yeah.
Nah.
Because he's gonna probably say that fluoride makes you depressed because like it's not good for your pineal gland for some reason called it pineal. But okay,
Pineal gland.
what's
Yeah,
your
I saw
underrated?
the acorn at the Vatican, and I understand.
And now you're just like, all because you saw the acorn at the Vatican.
Mhm.
So what is there more? What else is there than food and water?
Mine was going to be pooping.
Pooping.
That's a good one.
It's not underrated.
I mean, some people enjoy it, and some people look at it as like it's a chore. You know.
Yeah.
If I had to pick my most underrated daily necessity, I would say clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like I need them. Like they're just underrated. You don't think about like how awesome they are until one day you would have to wake up and go around naked.
So are they a necessity?
Yeah, they're a necessity. You can't go anywhere without them.
Well, Rocco, like obviously,
It's
can you
not
walk
like
into Wawa naked? Like,
No, that's a law, but it's not a necessity to live.
well, it's a necessity to me.
yeah, me too. You think someone wants to see me naked?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
All right. Well,
No.
There we go. If we learned anything, Rocco's weird again.
Wait, hold on. Wait, real quick. Last one. Oxygen. Nobody ever talks about oxygen.
Next
that's
question.
not underrated. It's not underrated.
Whatever. Keep it going.
We got a question here from Olivia Conti, and it says, if you guys won the lottery, what's the first thing you would spend it on?
Toothpaste.
I really want a Tesla, so I would definitely buy a Tesla and then plan vacation. Probably do like a weekend in Vegas real quick and then go to like Italy or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's for the first thing, not
so what's the first thing?
Not the next.
First thing, the Tesla, he said.
Yeah, I would buy a Tesla.
Okay.
Right then and there. I would go right to the dealership.
Your electric.
I actually saw a Tesla dealership for the first time ever in my life.
It's one in Cherry Hill.
Yeah, in Cherry Hill, right?
No, well, I never knew that. I saw it when I was driving to New York or to Lake Placid, and it was over there.
Never knew what?
I just never saw a Tesla dealership. I never knew there was like, I didn't know we had one in Cherry Hill.
I've never been there. I never seen one.
Right,
I will though.
Doc, what do you want to first thing, $1 million or lottery, I guess. 900 million. How much was the last lottery? I don't even remember.
A lot, at least 12
500
bucks.
billion.
Oh my god, at least $12, yeah.
Or 500 million, I'm sorry.
What is it? What are you spending it on? Rocco, what are you thinking of while Doc thinks?
I think I'm just gonna pay off my student loans, just all my debt out of the way. I know that sounds really like corny, but it's true.
Just debt.
Well, that would definitely be like your first priority, right? So.
Yeah, my debt. Yeah, I mean, first thing I'd spend it on is probably a house.
Because imagine if you actually took that $5 million with the student loans, and the first thing you did was went to the sugar house.
I was thinking I was gonna say the first thing I'd do is buy more lottery tickets, but that's probably not the smartest thing to do. To pay off my debt and then buy a house. That's what I would do.
But think about how many lottery tickets you can buy with that. You could win the next lottery.
My odds. Did we go over this? Do your odds increase if you buy?
I was working on something like an equation to say if you bought $1 billion lottery tickets, you would win the lottery and still end up making it like $500 million.
Nah, there's no way though. If you bought 1 billion tickets.
No, but the way that if there are, Rocco's like a math guy, but it's going to be like too much to do right now. So if anyone listening wants to like look into it, there's a certain amount of number of tickets that you can buy to win, and you would still come out on top. But if you think about it, every time that you put more money into the lottery grows bigger, right? So you'll like, there's a certain point where you reach this many number of tickets that you won enough money that you would break even and more.
Right. It's like you're putting more into it, so the total prize keeps rising, as well as everyone else buying their lottery tickets. So if you put in like $1 billion, it's probably still going to be like $2 billion.
So the way to like find out is if you were to look at how many combinations there are to win the lottery numbers, you would buy that many tickets and you would still make money. But you would have to go to 7-Eleven and you'd have to tell the clerk like, hey, I want number 11111, and I want number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I mean? You have to give them all the 7 trillion combinations.
I don't even think that he gets paid for that either.
He just gets paid his regular wage or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? He's just a regular guy.
Because that's like for the state of New Jersey.
So you would really ruin someone's day if you tried it.
It wouldn't be done in a day.
Oh, no.
What would you buy, Rocco?
Dude, I mean, probably it would just have to be probably just
Superbad on Blu-ray.
Yeah, probably buy Superbad on Blu-ray. Nah, probably just the house. I mean, it's just a real down-to-earth answer. I mean, I can't even think of anything extravagant that I'd buy at this very moment, except maybe like a vacation somewhere. But yeah, probably a house.
I don't
What
want
about
to
you, Earl?
don't want to sound like such like a jerk off, but like I would try to find out how to make more money with my money.
Oh, dude, just invest it.
Yeah, you invest.
Like if I hired like a financial advisor
I
per
know a
se
guy.
to put my money into like some sort of a, because I feel like there's a lot of people who win the lottery that like just kind of that's it. Like I feel like you never heard of someone who won the lottery that like transitioned their family into like a nice, you know what I mean? Like they just made a bunch of money with their money. I feel like they go broke after so long.
Not giving away any names for anybody, but do you guys actually personally know someone who's won a lump sum of money through like a drawing?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm.
Yeah,
Wow.
he used to. I think we used to work with him. I don't know his name.
You
I
and
think
Doc?
Doc would know. Yeah.
What was the drawing?
I think he won $1 million.
Yeah, he won $1 million.
I know that there's a local hospital around us and their like emergency department or something did like a pool for the lottery. So like they would all give in, money for tickets or whatever, and they won like a good amount of money, but it was split between so many people it wasn't like too much, but it was still a lot.
Like what? Like a couple thousand?
Uh, per person probably, yeah.
It's not bad.
But I would take
Now,
that.
now let me ask you this: if you guys won the lottery and were to start a business, um, what business would you start?
Restaurant?
You'd open a restaurant?
Yeah, easily.
Can I buy a business
Can you buy a business?
instead of like physically
Well,
starting a business?
how about this? You name me the business you'd want to buy, and I'll tell you if you can buy it or not.
Well, it depends how much money I won.
You won 500 mil, isn't that what we said?
Yeah, and I'm fucking being the 51% shareholder of FanDuel.
No, you can't do that. They're not selling because I said so. You got to buy something else.
They're a private business.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Why can't you just start a business?
Because I don't really know what kind of business
Honestly,
I'd start, Rock. The easy answer is sure, I open up a freaking pizza shop or a restaurant. I don't want to do that.
That's an easy answer.
Yeah,
You
pretty
would know how to
much.
do that?
Yeah, with $1 million, sure, I can do anything I want. I hire people to do it for me.
There's
yeah,
just
but
no
then
passion.
is your heart in it at that point?
Yeah.
No, my heart's where the money is. That's it. I'll be making money doing nothing, right?
Money just changes everybody.
You
I think I
ask
would
me,
open a bakery. Have you guys ever gone into a nice old-fashioned bakery? Just the smell in there is just outstanding.
that's a good answer, Chris. I'm not laughing. It was just funny because you make me laugh, but that's a good answer.
I just don't think you would actually buy that.
What do you mean by that? I would start it from scratch. I'd make my own bakery. Chris's Bakery.
Oh, what are you thinking
Dude,
about?
I'd just for sure open a gym.
Ah, Jim, yeah. Yeah, nice.
Not that I feel like I'm like into CrossFit. But like CrossFit gyms don't make like a ton of money, but it would just be like a cool place for me to work out at. I'd probably break even, make some money. I don't know, but I feel
would
like
you let me work out there for free?
yeah, I guess
Would you offer disposable steroids?
dispose. What does that even mean?
Like you just like press a button and it's like a paper cup of pills and you just
Rocco, what is wrong with you?
No, I
There's
wouldn't.
so many things.
I wouldn't do that. They're not really healthy for you.
it was just a question.
You know what
Chris,
else I'd probably
would I
do?
have enough money to buy like to open up a casino?
500 million? No.
No, unless
Yeah,
it was
like
small.
what if someone comes in and hits like a parlay for like a 4 team like $2 million parlay? You'd be beat.
Yeah.
500 million isn't enough?
Well, you got to think. You got to build the thing, and then you got to have enough money for to be the
Yeah,
bankroll.
you would like have to just like start a speakeasy in like your mother's basement or something like that.
All right, time out. Let's just say 100 million spent on the building of it, and then 100 million spent on the staff and attorneys and everything. Then you have 300 million left to play with. That's not enough for the people walking in and out.
I couldn't tell you.
I have no clue. Like, I'm just thinking, like, if someone comes in and hits big, like, what if he just takes all your money?
I understand that, but like if 500 million's the bar we're setting, like why is there so many casino? Like every casino owner is just a billionaire.
I mean, there are groups of casino owners, right? It's not
I
like
mean,
just...
I think 500 million be enough. I think Rocco has a point because at the end of the day, I'm going to be making more money than losing money from the casino.
Mhm.
I just don't know, like, where is the bar, though, right, to say that.
But 500 million is like really high.
Like, all right, so I put 100 million into building it, 100 million for whatever Rocco said, the employees and all that crap. And I have 300 million to play with. What if I just put the 200 million into the casino in general?
All right,
And
well, listen to this.
I'm just going to be rolling in money left and right because casinos don't lose. Occasionally, a guy will come in and hit for 20 million. Sure, here's 20 million. Now I can't do the math right now.
180 million after all the profit I made.
Yeah.
Like,
Listen, the Cosmopolitan Casino in Vegas in the year 2015 made 893 million in profit.
I love
Okay.
Cosmo. That was my favorite casino.
But that's not like telling me how much I would need to open up a casino.
No, well, I mean, the construction of it is probably going to really be the biggest thing. And you got to have enough like cash on hand for when people win. But like you said, you're going to get more money than you have to pay out. But what Earl is saying is, how about in the beginning, if you got like 50 million in cash, some guy whacks the fucking casino for like 80.
but how often does that happen though?
It doesn't.
Well, that's
But
what's gambling.
what
It's just
if?
gambling.
I think
It's
I
a
could pull it
business
off.
though.
I think that's what I'm going to be starting with my money. That's the business. I'm opening up a casino.
Yeah. All right, let's get on the other one.
What would be the casino's name?
Doc's Locks.
What a shitty casino.
All right, our last question here is from Drew Batchelor, and he's asking, what's one socially unacceptable thing that you would make socially acceptable?
Slapping your own ass.
What?
I just
Socially unacceptable thing.
I love doing this thing where like I give you a little finger point and I just slap my ass.
Maybe like, this is so interesting.
I don't even know, like, if I do anything that's socially unacceptable.
Or passing gas.
Yeah,
Maybe
I like
like
that.
pick your nose in public.
So you're telling me
I
if it
can't
was
even really
socially
think of
acceptable,
anything else.
if it was socially acceptable, you would just start picking your nose?
Honestly, probably not. But imagine having that liberty to know that you could do it without being judged.
I think farting was good, what Rocker said, just farting in public.
The good old toot toot.
Because I'm just thinking about how many times I've been sitting in class, and I'm like, man, I could really, really fart right now, but I just can't because I don't want to get like made fun of or something.
My senior year of high school, I was in team pep, and there was actually a confidentiality rule in that classroom. And I raised my hand and I said, Miss, her name was Miss P. I was going to say Miss P. It's like, Miss P, it's all confidential. She said, yes. I said, nothing can leave this classroom or else the student gets in trouble. She said, yes. I said, all right. And then I farted the rest of the year as loud as I could. And you guys never found out. I actually have my team pep book in my drawer over there.
So you just broke that confidentiality rule, and hopefully no one from there listens to our podcast because...
No, it was my own confidentiality. I didn't break anything at Team Pep. I just told you guys that I passed gas.
Yo, I just typed this question into Google to see what they said, and there's one that's pretty funny. Well, the first one says being allowed to decline hugs. And then talking to yourself. That's a good one. Imagine if it was socially acceptable to talk to yourself.
I think the first one's funny.
I think I'm just thinking about how many like times someone would come up to. Well, now it's like socially acceptable to decline a hug, right?
Yeah.
Because there's like a pandemic.
Yeah.
But imagine like a year and a half ago, someone came up to you to hug you, and you're just like, "Whoa, no, bro, don't hug me, man." I'm just imagining how awkward I would look, or like, I don't know why. I just immediately thought of Chris, like, don't hug me.
Just like
Taking a wedgie in public. Wait, hold on. I'm still on this page. And guess what the 29th thing out of 30 says?
What?
Picking your nose wherever you please. That's what I'm saying.
I'm sure farting is on there too.
No, but there does say kicking people in the back of the knees when they're walking too slow in front of you.
What the hell?
That is just aggressive.
Is there signs as to why my leg gives out when somebody does that?
Yes.
Do you know it?
No. Maybe if you asked me 2 semesters ago, I would when I was taking some class like that. But if you think about it, your knee is perfectly stable. Okay, it's standing up straight, and when someone hits it from behind, it gives out. It's
Right.
Like, does it need to be much more science than that? Did you really need to ask that question?
Well, because when it actually happens to you, you for like a split second, you feel like your world's like falling apart.
Right. Well, let me find us another
Say that
question
again,
here.
Rocco?
While Rocco
You never got like
elaborates.
chopped in the back of the knee, and you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
He said he feels like his whole world is falling apart.
I said for a split
Nah.
second. It's a emphasis. It describes the feeling.
Does it though?
Why'd you take off the hat?
Oh, it's getting a little warm up in here.
He likes putting his fingers through his hair. Someone commented on our YouTube channel and said, "Why does Doc keep touching his hair?"
Doc, do you plan on getting a haircut anytime soon?
No.
All right, I got a question here, and they ask us, do we have any Netflix or Hulu recommendations? And I know Chris has a bunch.
Yeah. So right now I'm watching this show called The One on Netflix. And basically it takes place in London, and this girl found out some kind of way for it's like a matchmaking thing, but it's based on DNA. So like they call it getting matched, and you put in your DNA sample, and there's someone in the world that has like this unique DNA strand that you're just immediately going to fall in love with them. And that's the premise of this of the show, but it's really interesting.
So is that like, Are You the One?
That probably, like, I wonder. No. It's like a Netflix show, like a sci-fi thing, not like a reality show.
And they
Are You the One is a good watch.
I thought it was like a reality show when you were explaining it right there, but it's sci-fi.
Mm-mm.
and they instantly
Yeah,
fall
like
in love because you're injecting the DNA of the other person into that person's body.
No. There's just like they explain it in the show. It's like some weird chemical thing within your DNA. There's like a certain unique thing that like someone else may have in their DNA. I'm obviously not good at explaining that because I don't know the inner working of it. Also, I really highly doubt that it's true in real life, because that's really weird to think about. Well, it's like thought provoking, which is why I like the show a lot. Like, imagine if this was real. Like, if you could put your DNA and they analyze it and find someone that you basically would fall in love with immediately. That's like Tinder on steroids.
Like if you hit like the super like, you're just like in love with them.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like really into shows like that because like they do get you to think, but then sometimes it's just like too much for me. Like I need something like simpler,
Like Catfish.
Yeah, like sometimes I really like reality TV, like Love Island. I loved Love Island when I watched that. It's just like mindless, Like, sometimes you get attached to the characters, right? And you get like upset or whatever, but like nothing too major. Like you don't have to question your entire existence after you're done watching.
Hmm.
What about
That's
you, Doc?
definitely one of the shows.
What are you watching on Netflix, Hulu? You don't have Hulu, that's why you didn't watch the Britney Spears documentary. But
I just got done watching a new show on Netflix. I think I told Chris about it, or Rocco, or one of the three. It's called Ginny in Georgia. It's actually very good. If you're into like, I don't know, I guess it was more. It was like
you got like a little synopsis, no spoilers.
yeah, it's like a teen drama / like I don't know how to explain the other / but basically her mom's like a savage but there's so many unanswered questions about the mom that the daughter starts to find out, and it just gets really good and very like it was very interesting.
Now, does the mom keep lying to the daughter? Or does the mom not say anything until the daughter finds out?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. I don't want to like spoil anything. There's just a lot of secrets that the mom keeps from the family, and then the daughter starts to see and like
Can you answer this? Are they realistic secrets or are they illegal secrets?
I don't want to answer that.
Then what the fuck? What am I? You're not going to ruin the entire show by answering that.
They're both, sure, both. They're both of them.
Because like,
Illegal and realistic.
Could it be like she's cheating on her husband, or is she just stealing?
They're illegal secrets, Rocco. Is that
okay?
That's it. All right, illegal.
Did you just say stealing drugs?
Yeah.
It was very good if you're in that kind of like crap.
Well, if you guys want to know what Rocco's going to recommend to watch on TV, all three of us can already answer it.
House.
And he's going to say
dude,
House MD.
You guys need Amazon Prime for that. If you guys need to diagnose any type of symptom or ailment, just watch House MD. I'll be more than happy to discuss it with you.
House.
What even is it? Like literally just a doctor and like his medical procedures?
Oh, it's more than that. There's a whole plot to it and everything. House is
actually.
Let's
hear a little synopsis like we did for all of our other shows.
All right. My guy Gregory House, he's the best diagnostician in the world. He's a world-renowned doctor. However, he has an infarction in his leg, which causes pain in it permanently because he had to get muscle removed, and he takes Vicodin for it. But now he ended up getting addicted to the Vicodin, and now he's just like the meanest, most miserable guy ever. However, he's still the best doctor to diagnose anything that's more complicated than the average doctor can figure out. So that's why they keep him around. And at the same time, he does have a little bit of a heart, but like he just can't find it. But he has a team of 3 people, and the episodes in the middle are kind of like replaying. Like it's just like they're all different types of cases and whatnot, but there's also like an inner plot to the show. And I think it's just funny how rude he can be to his coworkers, but like at the end of the day, he's just always right because he's House.
Okay. I honestly have never.
Sounds like a toxic workplace.
Oh, it is.
The only medical show I've watched was Scrubs, and that might be one of the best shows.
That show's great.
Go on TV.
Where can you watch that at?
It used to be on Netflix, I think.
Not anymore.
I don't know what happened to it. It might be on Hulu. I'm not sure though. But Scrubs was really good. It's more funny. I don't know if House is funny or more dramatic or what.
Nah, it's more dramatic.
My favorite types of shows. Oh, go ahead, Rocco.
I was gonna say that was around. I feel like the comedy in those shows were very similar. Like I feel like Scrubs was similar to The Office in its type of comedy, to where Parks and Rec was kind of similar. But like you don't see shows like that anymore, where it's kind of just like a in the workplace type like show that's like kind of like a sitcom or whatever you'd want to call it. Like that, I feel like that 2004 era was like all the same types of shows, but like you wouldn't see
Parks and Rec was so funny. That's such a good show.
I've never watched that or The Office.
Yeah,
so many people talk about them shows. Which one?
On both of them. People, but like I'm not like a super like diehard Office fan, but like people like who really do like The Office, and you tell them something like you just told them, like you've never seen The Office, they probably like try to punch you in the face or something. Like people love The Office when they do.
I've never watched that show.
It's good. It's funny. It's funny as shit, actually. But I'm not like gonna get upset with you if you didn't watch it. Like some people will, though.
I know.
Yeah. Well, that's why I know. That's why I've always been intrigued. Like, I should probably watch it. Is it on where do you watch it at?
They just took it off Netflix.
Off Netflix?
Yeah, I don't know where it
Is it-
is now.
It's on NBC or HBO or something like that. One of those two.
Oh, it's on Peacock.
Oh, I was so far off.
Peacock's free though, isn't it? I think it's free.
I think it might be. Yeah. Speaking of Peacock, you guys want to know my favorite show of all time? Honestly,
Okay.
2.5 Men. I thought that show was just hysterically funny every time I watch it.
Good show.
And I even watched. What, Doc?
So that's a good show.
Oh, yeah. I watched every episode, and I watched all the ones with Ashton Kutcher too. I just think it's hilarious.
My dad and I used to watch that show all the time. Charlie Sheen is just, dude, he's just a hysterical dude.
The Big Bang Theory was good too. I used to watch that a lot.
Wasn't that much of a fan. I felt like it was good comedy. I actually laughed at it a lot. But, dude, I just like low-class comedy. I really do. There's like
I
a
never
lot.
watched Big Bang
Low-class
Theory.
Oh,
comedy.
my favorite show of all time.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, what's everyone's favorite show of all time?
Dave, actually. Dave might be the best show that has been free on TV in the last 7 years.
That good,
7 years.
I mean, it's free TV. I mean, if I was going to pick the best TV show, I'd probably pick seasons 1 through seasons 1 through 7 of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones was great. I forgot about that.
I'd have to say Breaking Bad. And I like,
That's what I was gonna say.
I don't want it to be the show where it's like, it's so overrated, but I like it just was so well written, that show.
It really was. Like every single episode from episode 1 to the very end was just so good.
Mhm.
There was no drop offs.
It all made sense. Like it felt like that if you were going to get away with cooking crystal meth and actually be smart in how to do it, like that would have been the way.
It's like, it's so funny how I get with shows. Like, I get very emotionally invested in shows or just movies or entertainment, if that's like even music. But like, it's weird, like what kind of effect that it has on us. Like once you get so immersed in the show, like I remember the first episode of our podcast, I think I was talking about like Robb Stark, and I was like, yo, that was my homie in Game of Thrones, you know? And then like,
Right.
it's just crazy how immersed you can get in these shows actually.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
You guys
Game
ever
of
watch
First
Lost?
time I was No.
You don't like it.
That's like a big commitment, ain't it?
Yeah, that's probably my favorite show ever.
How many seasons
I
is
never
that?
watched that.
6, I think it's 6 seasons. But every season has like 22 episodes in it. So
That's 132 episodes.
yeah, it was really good though.
Are they only half hours though?
They're like 40 minutes, 42 minutes or whatever it is.
Okay.
That's a lot of television.
Yeah, it's a big I don't know. It's like huge mind show. I don't know. It's really weird, but it's so interesting. And what they did with it was great.
Favorite sports movie?
Ooh.
Coach Carter. Coach Carter, 100%.
Sports movie.
Dude, I don't know what my favorite sports movie is.
I'm going to go with my second favorite because Rocky is always going to be my favorite. So I like Major League.
I don't know if I ever even
Major
seen that.
League.
Oh, yeah, you should. Well, Major League's good.
Major League, and it's a comedy too. Like it's
Yeah,
just
it's hilarious.
It's a very well written raunchy comedy.
My favorite sports movie is probably Friday Night Lights. If I had to
That's a good
pick
one.
That is also a great TV show.
Yeah, dude, that's
Yeah.
one of my
the
favorites
last
too.
like season or two you could go without, but other than
Yeah,
that, it was
the
great.
first
It would-
like 4 or 5 of them. Oh, it was
So is
all
Blue
fantastic.
Mountain State.
Nah, I mean that's just come on, Chris.
Ugh.
That's a really funny
Nah.
TV show, but Friday Night Lights
I think
TV
I'd
show,
have to go with Moneyball.
fantastic.
Moneyball.
Yeah, nah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, Moneyball is just so good.
Have you
It's
guys
just
ever
such a good
seen,
movie.
dude? But like, I'm just thinking of like, I've never watched Major League, but I can't think of like a funnier sports movie than like The Longest Yard. Like that's a funny sports movie.
Longest Yard is
Yeah.
good. That is funny.
I
That's a funny
can't.
movie. Major League's a different kind of comedy though. Like,
And like, if we were going
Wow.
to talk about sports, like, does Olympic figure skating count? Because then I'd have to go with Blades of Glory.
Oh,
yeah, it
Dude.
counts.
does that count?
But do they consider that like a sports movie or just like a comedy?
A pure comedy, yeah.
I mean, they were Olympic figure skating.
I mean, Chaz Michaels is figure skating. Boom.
Yeah.
All right,
That's-
so
Chris, I'm actually gonna.
White Man
Major
Can't
League's-
Jump. That's a good one.
White Men Can't Jump. That is a good one, dude. There's a
I
lot.
didn't like that much.
There's a lot of vintage sports movies that are just so good. Dude, Wesley Snipes was in both White Men Can't Jump and Major League. Wesley Snipes is awesome. Love him as an actor.
Wesley Snipes went to prison.
For tax evasion.
Scum.
You know what I was gonna say though, based off what you said, Earl, before, about how that Tony Stark it hit you, like that was your boy. I was thinking like, what was the worst?
Tony
Fictional
Stark.
Tony
I'm talking about
Stark.
Rob
Whoa,
Stark.
whoa, whoa.
Rob Stark.
What? Two different people,
whatever.
bro.
I don't watch that shit. I was just gonna say which like fictional movie
Now you're
or show
disrespecting
death.
Tony Stark.
Are we allowed to?
Doc,
all
let
right.
me ask the question, you jerk off.
Oh
Facts.
my god. Oh man.
All right, we're gonna give our listeners heads up right now. Spoiler alert: we're gonna spoil some deaths. If you guys didn't want to hear it.
Yeah, Tony Stark's dead, and so is Rob Stark. So
Oh, wow.
thanks to Chris.
I don't even like is
Chris
Tony
didn't
Stark
even-
dead? I don't know. I never watched the Avengers.
Chris didn't
even
even
know
know
Tony
Tony
Stark
Stark
was
was dead.
All right, ask your
I heard
question.
Earl say Stark, and I thought you said
All right,
Tony
what are you
Stark.
going to ask us?
Did you not hear me ask it,
No, Doc was talking over you.
Doc? I was gonna say, what fictional death from a show or movie hurt you the most? Like which one it just hit you? So I guess I'll go first because I was thinking about it. Mine was in The Godfather when they killed Sonny. He was going through the drive-through, and there was like 40 dudes with guns, just lit him up. It just hurt. It hurt so bad. The first time I ever watched it, I remember like I was sad. That was my boy. Did you guys ever watch?
No.
Uh,
So before we continue with everyone else, I've actually looked on multiple lists where it said Godfather is the greatest movie of all time, and I've never seen it.
Oh my god!
I have a box
not-
set. I'm actually staring at it right now. I have a box set of The Godfather and Rocky and the Chappelle
Dude,
Show.
why don't you watch it? Why don't you watch The Godfather?
Well, I don't have a VCR anymore.
Wait,
Oh, I have it on DVD if you want to watch it.
I mean, I have like streaming platforms I could probably watch it on.
Earl, you want to watch it?
Nah, I don't really want to hang out with you in person, to be honest.
My bad.
My favorite movie of all time is Godfather 2.
Dude,
The second one.
if you guys want me to be really honest right now, and like when in Guardians of the Galaxy 2,
Oh.
when Yondu died and they had a funeral for him, right?
My boy.
But this guy Yondu was like Chris Pratt's father basically. And when this bull died, I was like so sad because like I felt like I was like Chris Pratt, right? Because like my dad passed away. And I was like, "Oh my god, this is so sad." Bro, I was in the theater like, "Yo, I'm about to be crying in the club right now, brother." Like it was so sad. But like I'm not a big Yondu fan, but like it was just one of those where they were narrating it and I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh
it's
my
good.
God."
It's just good acting and good writing.
Yeah, like you literally
It's
just
crazy.
felt it.
Yeah,
Just
like
it.
I was like, oh my god, I feel like I'm Chris Pratt. This is so sad. They're throwing Jan to a funeral, and I was like, damn, they killed my boy Blue.
Firework funeral. That was dope.
Oh yeah, that's how I want to go out, Doc. Note it. Now I actually want to. If I die, I want you guys to put me on a wooden boat, and I want someone to shoot a firing arrow at it, and I have like a little Viking funeral.
I could do that for you. Send you right to
A
Valhalla.
Viking funeral.
I'll have to have my axe with me.
Yeah, you have to throw your axe in
You
your
have to
hand,
set
right?
Valhalla.
It's correlated for why I chose Breaking Bad, but when Hank died in Breaking Bad, that was the one that got me.
That's a spoiler for
Mhm.
Ryan.
There you go, Doc. You should. The show's been out for like 10 years now.
I
If you
know.
haven't watched it.
I watched a lot with
I
Greg
thought you watched
before.
it.
I watched like half of it.
I just
Dude.
hate watching shows that are like super hyped up like that. I just never watch them. I don't know. I feel like
Yeah, I'm like that too. Cause I never watched Stranger Things, but like I know
never
how
watched
good
that
of a
either.
show it is. Like
Oh, Stranger Things is so good, dude.
Can
I'm
you?
thinking fictional death. Hold on, I
Is-
got mine.
Is that the show where
All right.
every season's different?
No.
What
Mm-mm.
show? That's American
That's
Horror
American
Story.
Horror Story.
Okay. So what's
But like
Stranger
they're all
Things?
different, but they're also like all canon to each other. I believe.
Didn't that show kind of get burnt to the ground? Like after season 3, everyone was like, I'm done with it.
I mean, it's like you said, all the seasons are different, so people like some seasons better than the others. So like one season, like per se, season 6 was bad, but season 7 might be better just because it's different. All right, Doc, you were gonna say something. Rocco cut you off.
Yeah, I was there. I mean, there's a lot of. I don't know how you guys are picking a fictional death that like, but I'm thinking mine's Shane from The Walking Dead.
I never watched that show.
Yeah,
That was a tough one.
only Rocco knows that one. Yeah, that got me. And then that one scene at later in a couple of seasons later, and they're saying, "Oh,
Dude, yeah, the premise is he kills his best friend in a zombie apocalypse because
well, no, his son kills the best friend."
the son kills the best friend. No.
Yeah.
The son
Carl
killed,
shoots him.
no. Rick killed Shane.
Oh, and then
Carl
that's when they
killed-
find out that the whole
Yeah,
disease is not.
That's when they found out that they're already infected. But the reason why, long story short, Shane was actually ahead of the curve in the zombie apocalypse on how to survive, that he was actually like just so brute and like survivorship that everyone thought that he was insensitive when everyone actually turned into the way Shane acted in the later seasons. But bottom line is Rick had to kill Shane, who was his best friend, and it was like, oh my God. Sometimes you got to do that to like just make your group survive.
Yeah, who also slept with his wife and had a kid with her.
Do you think, regardless of whether, yeah, that's true too. Regardless of a zombie apocalypse, like actually happening, do you think it's possible that it can happen?
I mean, did you guys see that whole thing with the CDC putting out? People should be like prepare themselves for a zombie apocalypse.
What?
You haven't seen that? You haven't seen that?
Sounds like
CDC,
The
when?
CDC
Recently?
Sounds like a
Yeah,
headline
look.
from Facebook.
No, look it up. Look it up, bro.
Is it on Reddit, Doc?
No, I saw it. I saw it on Twitter and the news. CDC released like there's like guidelines on how to survive a zombie apocalypse.
How would there be
yeah.
zombies? Did they say?
If you Google it, it says CDC zombies. The first thing is zombie preparedness.
Yeah, but like why like why'd they put that out? Like
Do they offer any kind of explanation why there would be zombies in the
They-
first place?
you can read it on CDC website.
All
I
right,
don't
I'll
know.
read you guys this little excerpt from the article. And it says, wonder why zombies, zombie apocalypse, and zombie preparedness continue to live or walk dead on the CDC website. As it turns out, what first began as a tongue-in-cheek campaign to engage new audiences with preparedness messages has proven to be a very effective platform. We continue to reach and engage a wide variety of audiences on all hazards preparedness via zombie preparedness.
So yeah, it's still like a little weird to me.
Well, at first they just did it so that they basically like clickbaited their audience in so people could learn more
Yeah.
about the CDC guidelines on other stuff. And they were like, well, I guess we could make a guide on zombie preparedness actually.
Yeah.
Where would you guys
Weird.
go if there was a zombie apocalypse?
Dominoes.
I'd probably go right to your basement. I feel safe down
We would just hit up the stew.
there. Yeah, we'd hop right on the podcast.
We would just
they
churn
actually have like a
podcasts out.
really decent plan on here, and it says it was
Yeah.
actually inspired by the Walking Dead fans. So
Huh.
that's pretty funny. You guys said that. We were talking about it.
I hate people that crap on The Walking Dead. That show is like just such a realistic. There's so many realistic things that would happen on that show as to like how people would actually feel during an apocalypse. Like there's so much.
like minus the zombie portion of it.
Yeah, like the way people change in that show. That's what really makes it interesting.
Just survival of the fittest. Really is what they're trying to like. That's what I always got out of it.
I heard that show was good till like season 5, and then it was like awful.
Yeah,
So
it recently got better. I'll agree. I won't say awful, but it definitely was like, all right, like what the hell are they doing with the show? Like, give it up already. But then, like, I think like season 9 and 10, and then the season now it got a lot better.
I have like a serious question, but I don't know if you guys will be able to answer the task at hand in like a good amount of time. But like, if you could, I want to say like 3 or 5. But if you could name like your top 5 forms of entertainment, like what is it, a one movie, or it could be 5 movies, or it could be 3 movies and 2 shows, or it could be like 2 shows and 3 movies, or like 2 and 2 and like 1 song or something, right? Like can you guys think of your top 5
forms
top 5
of entertainment?
specific?
I mean, no, it doesn't have to be like, oh, my top 5 songs and then my top 5 movies. Like, I just want to know your top 5 of all of them in one.
This is a very, very interesting question. I don't really know. Like, so say just for example, like my top forms of entertainment are watching TV, playing the piano. And
I know exactly.
No, he means like
going for a run.
I'm saying like, oh, my like 1, I'll pick Space Jam, and then 2, I'll pick Back to Back by Drake, and then 3 is Game of Thrones. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
But like those aren't mine. But I'm just wondering. Maybe we could do like 3.
Yeah, all right, doing 3 out. Watching a Flyers game.
No, that's not what I'm asking you.
What do you mean? Why? It's a form of entertainment. It's a reality TV show.
No, he's saying like just basically basing off of TV show, movie, music. Like
it says NHL hockey.
All right, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever. Watching a Flyers game. Let's get your stupid answers out of the way.
Okay, like watching a Flyers game as opposed. Okay.
I
What's
don't even
next?
want to answer this anymore.
What's next?
Watching the Flyers game. Dude, there's this song that has no words in it called Lighthearted, and I could probably listen to that on repeat for hours. So that's number 2.
That is
All right,
so
wait.
true.
You know what? What if I just change the question and I say, what is your number 1 favorite movie? What's your number 1 favorite song? And what's your number 1 favorite TV show? So that Rocco doesn't get like caught up in saying my favorite TV show is NHL Network.
Dude, to pick a favorite song.
I was just gonna say that. How do I pick a favorite song?
I mean,
That's
it obviously changes I mean, it might not for some people, but you guys, maybe it changes.
All right, I'm just going to say what I'm feeling for favorite song. This song called What Do I Know by Ed Sheeran. If you want to get in a good mood, just listen to that song.
Oh, that is a great song.
Mm-hmm.
It is a good song. I'm just gonna go out and say it. Chicago Freestyle by Drake is my favorite song.
Okay.
Because like you said, Earl, it's a current thing. Like it's what I'm thinking right now.
Like tomorrow you could wake up and have like a completely different song, right?
Like I'm telling you, I can listen to that song like 6 to 10 times a day and still enjoy it. My favorite TV show to watch for entertainment is 100% The Sopranos. That show is just so entertaining. And what was the third thing? Movie?
A movie. And you already said The Godfather.
Yeah, but if you're talking straight up entertainment value.
No, like just your favorite. Just your favorite.
Yeah, okay, my favorite. Godfather 2 is my favorite movie of all time. It's the best piece of cinematography that's ever existed.
Is that like a fact, or is that just your opinion
it's
on
just
it.
I just think it. No, I'm just kidding. But it's my favorite movie.
Okay.
I think more
Okay.
people would say The Godfather 1 than 2 as far as the best movie ever.
Wait,
Okay.
we never let Rocco finish. So you have What Do You Know
Yeah,
or
what do I know? For entertainment value, probably Moneyball.
For any value. Like, I don't. You guys are hung up on this entertainment value. Like, what is your favorite movie?
Well, yeah, Well, yeah, that's different. I would. I could like a movie more, but to get more entertainment out of another movie.
What is your favorite movie?
All right, dude, fine. Rocky,
Like what?
and
And then what's your favorite TV show?
uh, Breaking Bad. I mean, we already answered that.
Okay. Doc, what do you got here?
Um,
Phone
That's what I'm
library.
saying. Entertainment value is different.
huh?
I see you looking through your phone, thinking about.
Nah, I'm not. My phone's over here. I haven't even. My favorite song's probably "Shut It Down" by Drake.
Okay.
Don't ask me why. I just like love. I think you're the one that really got me to love that song, actually.
I listen to a lot of music. It's really hard for me to pick a favorite song and listen to so many.
Yeah. Like you said, that could change tomorrow, which it probably will. My favorite TV show is probably The Vampire Diaries. My favorite movie,
Bro, what?
what?
Vampire Diaries?
Well, yeah, I'm going in like like right now in my life, like reality, like I was really into vampires and werewolves for like a lot, and then I watch a show and the show's absolutely fantastic.
Bro, out of all
Don't
the shows you could watch, Vampire Diaries, though?
I mean, like it's unbelievable. The show, unbelievable. You gotta watch it.
Just watch it.
Well, you have to for it to be your favorite.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
Like you're gonna judge me now that
I'm not judging per se.
I am.
Okay.
I'll go. Yeah, I'll judge.
I just think that there's like so much better TV out there.
But you've never watched the show.
I'm just saying.
Oh, I've seen Vampire Diaries. Seen the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
I don't know their names, but I know there's an extremely handsome one with dirty blonde hair, and then there's an extremely other handsome one with dark hair. That's like
Okay.
longer. They're both handsome because that's what they want you to do. They want you. They're both.
Yeah, but like it's the story behind it. Like what they do with the show is insane.
Yeah, dude, and they both love the same
Where's
girl, and they
that
go
even
back and
from?
forth. It's a stupid show.
Anyway,
Where's that from?
What about you,
Vampire
Earl?
Diaries.
maybe to you it's a stupid show.
Where is it from? Like, is it from MTV or?
No, it's from CW, I think.
Oh, it really can't be that good, bro.
Mhm.
It's
The
fantastic.
CW shows all suck.
I feel like if any
HBO.
channel is
It's
going,
probably one of the best TV series ever. So,
if any channel is going bankrupt, it's probably the CW channel.
well,
I
they're
mean,
still putting
don't
on
get me
shows.
wrong. They have shows, right? And they're like good. They're like okay shows. But like the CW, like I just feel like none of them are like 10 out. Not until like I feel like none of them are even like 8 out of 10. Like All American's probably the best CW show there is.
Nah, Vampire Diaries is the best CW show ever. But my favorite movie.
Gotta be super bad.
Nah, I really, really enjoyed Avengers Infinity War. I
That's
think that
cool.
was like one of my favorites.
Isn't that when the? Oh no, never mind.
What?
I mean, all the Marvel movies are like really good, but
Besides Thor 1 and Thor 2.
yeah, I'm watching Thor 1 again right now, and I kind
Awful.
of realized,
It's
yeah,
awful.
Thor 2 was really bad.
Are you
Ragnarok was very good, but
Are you guys Harry Potter fans?
Nah, I never
Really?
watched.
I'm getting into it.
I think Harry Potter is very good. I prefer Harry Potter over Star Wars.
really,
I prefer Lord of the Rings. I just think Star Wars.
I
is
prefer
just
Lord of
not-
the Rings out of all of them. I was
I
going to say
just think
that.
Star Wars isn't as good as I'm sure it was good for its time, I guess, but I just don't think it's as good as people think it is.
I
How
think
about
Lord of the
Harry
Rings
Potter
is,
World
like,
in Disney? Remember it just got done being built when we got there for senior trip. You guys
I
remember
like
that?
place. I'm not in your guys' senior class, so.
Yeah, it was more aimed towards them and just nobody answered me. But yeah, it was cool.
My bad. If I had to pick my top 3, this is so tough. I don't even know my favorite song would be. I'm looking at my phone, like thinking. My favorite song right now that I can't stop listening to is Gospel Burnout by Dance Gavin Dance. I don't know, you guys wouldn't like it. It's like screaming.
I never. It's screaming.
Yeah, it's like screaming music.
Like, is it it's screamo?
It's
Yeah.
gospel.
No, it's not gospel. If you guys want to hang up and listen to this, you guys can listen to it. You're going to be like, wow, I didn't even know Earl liked this music, but I just can't stop listening to it.
Okay.
If I pick my favorite TV show,
Probably it's got to be WandaVision. What a show!
now in my recency effect, it's just so recent. I just finished that show on Netflix. What's the one they keep telling us? I don't even remember the JUCO one. I don't even know what it's called.
Oh, Last Chance You.
Last Chance You, bro. I forgot it. I forgot the name of it for a second. But bro, like I just got so immersed in that show. Like it's just basically kids our age who they go to junior college. If you guys don't know what you do at junior college, you're like right there to that D1 level, but you're not D1 yet, or maybe you're not smart enough, or maybe you don't have a good enough attitude. But it's just kids that were like right on the cusp of making it and didn't make it, so they go to JUCO to try to enhance their skills or their grades or their behavior, whatever the case may be. And it's kind of cool if you guys watch it, or you 3 watch it, or anyone listening. It's like a feel-good story, like they go in and they get out, or maybe they don't get out. But
And it's basketball players.
this season they just did basketball, but the show originally is just about football players.
Now, is this like actual real life people, or is it like just a
Yeah, no,
made up
it's
show?
it's real life. Like the one kid,
Ah,
like played at like UTEP, and then now he's at like the JUCO in East LA. Like he didn't make it at UTEP for whatever the reason is. If you watch,
mhm.
but if I had to pick my favorite movie of all time, I'd probably go with Jonathan's Family Vacation.
Oh, dude, what a movie.
I just love that movie so much. I remember being like younger, and I would just come home from school and like turn it on. Like, man, I love this movie. I don't know why.
I changed my favorite movie.
Okay.
I don't know if that's allowed here.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can.
No shot.
What's the last Lord of the Rings? Return of the King, right?
I don't even know.
That's it. Return of the King. That's my favorite movie. Lord of the Rings. Return of the King.
Okay.
What even is Lord of the Rings? Is it like hobbits and shit?
It's the best movie trilogy ever.
You wouldn't like it, Chris.
It's a
I
hobbits.
don't think I would.
You're not into high fantasy.
Like I was
High
even thinking in the
fantasy,
movie.
is that what it's called?
Yeah, like you don't like anything like you don't like Star Wars, you don't like Lord of the Rings. Did you like Game of Thrones that much? Probably not. You don't really like Harry Potter, right?
No, yeah, those kind of shows I've never really gotten into,
Dude,
like
Harry
dragons
Potter.
and shit.
I want to finish Harry Potter. I want the 3rd one.
How many are there?
7. There's actually, I forget, there's 7 books, 8 movies. I think it is.
There's like
You gotta watch them all in order,
Or
or
7
no?
books.
Yeah, they're all in
Yeah.
order though already. So you don't have to do anything weird to like watch this one first and that one next.
Hmm. But it's
So they made there's 8 of them. Oh my god!
There's
it
a
might
prequel
be-
too. Are you including the prequel, Rock?
No, no. A lot of people that I talk to who are Harry Potter fans would say that that's like not really a part of it. But although it is like in terms of just the Harry Potter series itself, I believe it's 7 books, 8 movies, or if it's not, it's 6. It's 6 books, 7 movies. But the cool part about it is, which I'm slowly coming to figure out, is like every movie, like if you watch something from the 5th movie, there was something from the 1st or 2nd or 3rd movie that would later lead you to
Yeah, like there's
figure out
payoffs.
about something. Yeah.
There's payoffs is what you want to say.
And yeah, no, it's a great movie.
It's 8
So,
movies,
I know it.
7 books because they broke Deathly Hollows into 2.
All right, boys. I think that's going to wrap up our conversation here today. Any other closing thoughts?
I didn't do my fact. Let me do that.
Oh yeah, dude. We got Chris's fat fact, dude.
I know you just want to hang up on us, Chris.
Yeah,
wants
I
to
mean,
just
all right.
I'm
Give me,
also
like-
gonna have a lock within probably the first day of the March Madness tournament, which is Friday. So look out, be on the lookout, listeners.
So for people who are,
I might even put out 2 to get back to even. So we'll see.
So for people who are listening, Doc hasn't even released. We're recording on a Wednesday right now because Chris is
Oh,
going
yeah,
on
I
a
forgot
little
about that.
vacay. Doc hasn't even sent out one lock yet this week.
I forgot that. I forgot we're recording that. All right, that's on me, listeners.
And he's promising
Well, Doc,
2 locks right now.
I completely
you should
forgot.
just do them tomorrow still. If you
Yeah, I
have
know. I
locks for
will.
the
I will.
people,
I will.
Post them
for
on
some
the
reason,
Instagram.
I forgot we already released it. I'm all my days are all messed up. I've had a
Well,
weird
by
busy
this
week.
time that people are listening to this, and they may or may not have taken your bets on Thursday, they'll be like, "Oh man, what a great pick by Doc," or they'll be like, "God damn it, I hate Doc. He keeps losing me money." So this is the part where they'll react to one of those two things. But
Chris,
my fat fact of the week.
Chris, real quick. Just because Doc's our sports specialist, do you have an upset in the first round of this tournament?
Me?
No, Doc. I want to know if Doc has a specific upset
Oh.
All right.
that he likes in the first round of March Madness.
Yeah.
Do you know it right now?
Yeah, I think.
like that means no.
Yeah.
I was looking today, and there was one that really.
My big one, if you would consider it this, 10 versus 7 Maryland. Go Maryland all day.
I like Georgetown at 12 seed.
Yeah, I
playing
was
Colorado.
gonna say Georgetown. They've been hot. Who did you say, Rocco? No, Connecticut's one of my locks actually. So.
Facts.
Are they playing Maryland?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. All
I
right, Chris.
really like Georgetown, but let's hear it,
Georgetown's
Chris.
good.
Chris, spin me facts.
My fact of the week is only 8% of the world's money exists in physical form. 92% of it is in computers, is digital money. How about that?
When what do you have? When? Blah,
Yeah, when's this?
what is the date? Because it might even be less by now.
I don't know. Let me double check with Google, my friend Google.
I was actually watching a Shark Tank episode the other day. You guys watch that show? And there was this guy who had like this app to where basically like you pay, if you go to a coffee shop, they have it on their screen where you can pay using this app because they want to get rid of change and cash and whatever. And I don't know when this episode was out, but they said that like the cash it was at like 25% at that point. So I don't know when that came out. So that had to be a couple of like years ago. But it was very interesting.
Dude, 8% of cash is physical?
I could see it.
I could see it being even less, to be honest. I'm one of those people that doesn't carry any cash at all.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, but
It's just
to say that it's digital, like you're saying that it's like Bitcoin.
no, you're just saying that it's like in your bank account on your debit card. Not like it doesn't have to be Bitcoin to be digital. It's just it's on a debit card.
Yeah, this isn't counting in Bitcoin at all. Bitcoin
Just
is
like
not
debit cards
money.
and shit, right?
That's what I think. I mean, Bitcoin's cryptocurrency. Like, is that figured in
it's different.
as? Is that money?
No, Bitcoin's
I
like
don't
a
know
fake.
the technical.
We actually had this huge argument tonight with my aunt and uncle. He was saying like Bitcoin's like fake, like it's not real, which it's kind of true. Like I mean, you could turn that into money, but it's just a cryptocurrency. It's basically just the internet. You know what I mean?
I honestly am just not educated enough to even give an opinion about it. I don't even know.
I didn't say anything.
That's why I quit. I'm not a financial advisor anymore. Know nothing about it.
I mean, listen, I'm a financial advisor, and I don't know the first thing about Bitcoin. I don't really think that you need to know about Bitcoin.
It's part of like people's portfolios and stuff. I do know that.
But yeah, when Chris says it's digital, he just talks more about no one physically carries like money.
Yeah, it means like you can have $10,000 in your bank account, but like the bank doesn't have to have $10,000 in cash in their bank so that you can have 10K in your bank account. Like it's just digital money basically.
Right.
It's really weird to think about.
This is something we'll have to talk about next week because I have a lot of thoughts about money.
Yeah.
A lot of weird thoughts.
That's fine. We can just continue the conversation. All right.
Well, that's my fact for the week.
The real guys, don't forget to check out our Etsy shop on @HaloCreations_ Instagram page. Use code BallBreakers10, all one word, buy our BallBreakers t-shirt. And also you can use that code BallBreakers10 on any item in the Etsy shop at Halo Creations, in which this show and the Q&A was brought to you by. Everyone have a fantastic, have a fantastic week. And Earl, you wanna end off the show?
Bye.
No, what, dude? Come on. What are you doing here, dude? When Mondays?
I had a really bad Monday this week. I'm not going to lie, man. I woke up sick as a dog, and I'm just not feeling up to it. But I can't let my viewers and listeners go with that. So Rocco's right.
If the Win Monday guy is down, then who else is going to win Mondays?
Well, luckily, we have 3 other guys who are here to pick me up when I'm down. So let's win Monday.
Oh, 100%. We're going to win Monday. Everyone have a fantastic week and stay sexy.
I hate that.
Bye.
Bye.